again. So you're the first. I had to wait, pause for a second, but you're the first two-time guest now. So, but Matt, I
Nice.
saw that you know, with Victory Lane Camp, there's a lot of activities coming up. So I just wanted to
Yeah.
reach out to you because I love what you guys do, and I wanted just to give an opportunity to promote that and tell the community what's going to be happening because it sounds like what starting next month, just activities start rolling right out. So why don't you
Yeah.
take it away? First, tell us maybe just a little bit about maybe an update on Victory Lane Camp, your experience at camp last year, anything you
Yeah.
want to just kind of intro with, and then let's get right into your activities that begin in March.
First off, in case anybody doesn't know what Victory Lane is, we are a local ministry in Newcastle that we focus on building community around the families who have kids with disabilities, and we partner them with families that don't have kids with disabilities. One thing we've realized in the last year that I've been at Victory Lane is that while we're there to minister to the kids, we're actually there for the parents. The parents really need us more than the kids do. They need to know that somebody's there that cares and that sees them and hears them, and that they don't have to feel isolated in this life. And so last year at camp was kind of a whirlwind. It was I had just been on at Victory Lane for a few months, waiting to
Right.
get camp going, and we had a good turnout, and it ended up being fun. We had a few rain days, so it just sort of messed everything up with all the scheduling. But we have a few families now that are completely committed. They love Victory Lane. Like they're promoting it. They're letting all their friends and family. They're letting all their friends know about it. We've had some people that work with other kids that as behavioral therapists that they're telling their other behavioral therapists that they know about us. It's just they're all in, and so we had I think of the four victory families, which are the families that have kids with disabilities, we had two new families last year, and
Okay.
both of them are they just love it. And so I'm hoping, my hope is to have 10 victory families this year, but that means we need 20 partner families. And last year we only had 8 partner families, so that means we need 12 more. Right
You're
now we
you're
have,
shooting for the moon, Matt, right? Shooting for the
well,
moon. Hey, because if you miss, you land among the stars, right?
the thing is so our office is right next to 321 Go Kids.
Yes.
And I see families that have kids with disabilities all the time. And my heart is that we need to minister and reach out to as many of these families that feel isolated as we possibly can. Before that, we need more partner families. And so before we get on to the events, I just want to say anybody that's listening or watching, if you and your family want to get involved in something like this, we need you. We need you to get involved. We need you to come and it's not hard. We'll train you. You don't have to know anything. You don't have to have a therapist background. You don't have to have a pastoral background. You have to have all you have to do is be able to listen. That's all you need to do is listen and just be there for people. And we can train you how to do the rest. So that's a bit about camp in the last year that we've of my life. So
Yeah. So tell me, Matt, on how has partnerships with local congregations been? What most people call churches.
yeah,
How has that been? Have you added more? Is that still is that a pain point or
no, I feel like the churches. I think the churches are like people as well. They're not really sure how to get involved in something like
okay?
this. And so what I've been doing is I have visited 3 local churches in the last couple months. Um, the last one was this last Sunday. I was at First Baptist, and just let them know that they can come and get involved as a church. They can get involved. Uh, we have a lot of churches that make sure we have meals during camp. I don't mind. And listen, if you're in a church and you want your say you're a pastor of a church and you want your church to hear about Victory Lane, give me a call. Get a hold of Clay. He knows how to get a hold of me and invite me out. I will come and I will hang out with you that Sunday. I will talk to your people about Victory Lane afterwards, and I have a 5 minute presentation. That's all I need is 5 minutes of your
Yeah.
time, and I can talk to people
Yeah.
about Victory Lane. So
Now, when you come, will your wife and kids come too, or?
usually,
Okay. So
Ellie,
the reason
Ellie,
I
my
say
wife,
that, Matt, is because a lot of pastors want their attendance to look good.
yeah.
So if they invite you, they increase their attendance by like 3 to 4, right? I mean, automatically.
The only time that my family won't come is like my wife didn't go to First Baptist with me because she had to do nursery or kids church at our church.
Well,
So, she had,
priorities, right?
yeah. Well, she's on the schedule. What are you gonna do?
Right,
So,
right.
um,
No, but that's awesome. So, yeah, and so of course that's why we're doing what we're doing, and that's why I wanted you on here because we want to continue to get the word out, continue to spread the news, because there's always somebody out there that crosses a video or crosses hearing you say something, and they're like, "What's that?" Right? And then it kind of snowballs from there. Kind of like you were talking about the two new Victory families, right? They come to camp, they get involved. Now they're some of your biggest champions, right? So, so go ahead and talk to us about your events that are coming up because you have a few big events coming up pretty quick, right?
yeah. So our first one, we like to do some smaller events in between the bigger events that are just fellowship. They're just there to build community. And the last one we had was a skating party. That was about a month and a half ago. This next one's going to be a bowling day. We're going to go and we've already reserved a couple of lanes at Rose Bowl, and and just and so we've had people signing up to come join us, and it's just we're going to go bowling for 2 hours, build community, and we already got a few families signed up, and I'm just hoping for more. And it's just a laid back way of just getting to know who we are at Victory Lane.
Yeah, and so what are that's in March, correct?
Yeah, that's going to be March 14th.
March 14th. So if a family just wants to come see what you're about, do a little bowling, do they go to your website, Facebook? What do they do to sign up? Or
Follow us
do they
on
just
Facebook.
show up?
They could just show up.
Okay.
Just follow us on Facebook, though. I like to know how many people are coming. Even though
Yeah.
we're not feeding people, I would like to have an idea of where we're going to be putting people in the lanes and stuff like that.
Okay.
And so go to our Facebook page. I'm posting pictures and updates all the time, and with a link that's going to go to a page that you can sign up. We are asking people to pay, but that way I just pay for everybody. I don't have to. You don't have to stand in line. It's like, okay, I could say, we have 17 people that are bowling right now, and I'll just pay them right off the bat. Like,
Okay.
pay for their shoes, pay for the game, and then we're
So
not,
when they sign up, they pay their bowling fee and everything through the
yeah,
sign up.
yeah.
Okay.
And then that way I can just pay.
Yes.
Then it makes it easier on everybody. So
Absolutely. Okay.
now
Cool.
food is not included. The
Yeah.
bowling lane, you can buy food at the bowling alley.
Yes,
That's something
right,
we're doing
right.
this year.
And
So
John there that owns the bowling alley, I know he would really love for people to buy food there.
yeah.
So
So
so it's March 14th. What time does it start?
it's at 12. I
12?
believe the bowling alley opens at 12. So from
Okay.
open till 2 ish.
So noon to 2.
Yeah.
Okay, awesome. And then you have what you guys call an amazing wheel race next, right?
Yeah.
Now that's a little bigger. Isn't there sponsorships involved or something with that?
Yeah. That's one of our bigger events. It's one of our it's one of our main fundraisers that we do every year to help raise money for camp. And that is going to be on uh, that's going to be on April 25th. April 25th. It's going to be at First Christian Church. The parking lot's right next to our offices, and so they let us use their parking lot. And what this is it's a car show, and it's also a citywide scavenger hunt, a vehicle scavenger hunt. And so what we do is we have teams sign up. It's $150 a team, and then we have clues and riddles and games throughout the city, and we'll go to different uh, companies. Like last year, one of the stops was the Armory. We went to the Armory, and they had to do an activity there, and then one of them was at 3-2-1. I'm not going to say every stop because we
Yeah,
might
yeah,
miss
yeah.
one. I don't know, but and they had to do an activity there. It's not going to be at 3-2-1 this year because it's literally right next door to the stop, so it
Right,
just would not
right.
be fair. Um, but they do a little activity, they get their picture taken, and um, but every car this year is going to represent a family that's going to go to camp.
Oh,
We
wow.
want we would like a victory family to be represented by each car, and we're still trying to figure out how this will work. Ideally, I would like it if the victory kid actually was in the car with the team, but it'd have to be the victory kid plus a parent because you don't want to just send some
Right,
random kid with some random people. And
right,
so,
right.
uh, but we want to have a way where our community gets to know the families that we have going to camp in
Sure.
Victory Lane and represent them in a better way. And another thing I'm doing is I'm asking businesses to sponsor cars, sponsor a team, like, NASCAR, you got all the sponsorships on the
Right,
car.
right.
That's like, let's do that. And so, but we do that. We also have a car show. So if you're part of a car club and you want to bring out your buddies to a car show, it's not competing with the big one up in downtown area of Newcastle. That's the next week. I think we're the only ones going that day. So bring
Okay.
your guys out, girls out, bring your buddies out with your cars, and so. But this one we do try to get more sponsors, and so one thing we do need is we do need more sponsors. We need more people that can support what Victory Lane does and stand behind us and stand with us as we try to impact these lives of these families that have kids with disabilities. So,
Yeah. So how is that going for you guys right now? Like a handful? Because I know a lot of times it kind of when you do things like this, it seems like it goes kind of slow, and then like the last 2 weeks, all of a sudden everybody starts,
yeah,
coming in, right? Like it's kind of like the ark, like right before the flood comes, all the animals want to get on. But so where are you at with that? How's that going? The sponsorships?
I'd say we're still kind of in the beginning stages, even though we're just a few months out. Like you said, a lot
Yeah.
of times people, I've had a lot of asks out there. I've put a
Yes.
lot of asks. Haven't had a lot of no's or yeses.
Yes.
So that means people are thinking on it, and
Yeah.
we have a new sheet that has different levels of sponsorships
Sure.
that like what your dollars will get you, like so much money you'll be on the back of all of our shirts this year. And another level would be um, we'll mention you on our posts every once a month or something like that. And I have to look at the list again, but
Yeah.
there's different tiers. And if you give a lot of money, there's one big section, then you're going to be the main sponsor at camp, and we'll have like a big plug for your company at camp with our.
Yeah.
With, it's pretty cool, but um, we're on the beginning stages of that, but I'm still in the planning stages.
Yeah.
I have I'm a few weeks ahead of where I was last year, so that makes me happy.
Yeah, right. I mean, this is still fairly new to you, right? I mean, yeah. So let me think, you've almost got a year in now, right?
Almost. It'll be a
Yeah,
year, I
yeah.
think, in the next week or so. I think is when I got hired. So I think it's at the end of February, beginning of March of last year.
Okay. So those are some really cool, sounds like some real cool events coming up, and the car show. Now, last year you did the car show with the Amazing Wheel Race too, right?
Yeah, we
Uh,
did, and
how many
but we
cars
had to.
did you have?
You would have had more, but it rained that morning, so a
Oh,
lot of cars just
gotcha,
didn't show up. Uh,
gotcha,
we had to do it at First Baptist because there was a wedding at the church where we're having it at this time, and First
gotcha.
Baptist did a great job of hosting us and letting us be there, and it's just we have so many churches in town that are open to helping us out and opening up
Yeah,
their doors. And so I just want to give a shout out to the faith community in Newcastle because a lot of it has really just reached out to us and let us know like that we could use some space in their church for a banquet if we needed to, or if we needed. Even the YMCA has offered up support to us if we wanted to do an event there. And so we have a lot. The faith community has really done what they can, and so we appreciate it. And so
absolutely, absolutely. It's a tremendous um, ministry.
Yeah.
No doubt about it. Greatly needed, and greatly appreciated. I mean, like you see firsthand the families, right, that
Mhm. Yeah.
are impacted and the appreciation that they have.
Mhm.
Um, so, talk to us about camp itself. That's the big
Okay.
one, right?
Yeah.
So you've got camp coming up. What do you want to tell people about camp?
Camp is the premier, like everything we do revolves around camp. It's and so after camp, everything we do after camp it comes from camp, and everything leading up to camp goes. It's just a big circle, and at camp, it's where the relationships are really formed. So relationships start before camp. We're going to have some Tuesday summer night events in the every other Tuesday leading up to camp, right when school lets out, up to I believe the last one's going to be on the 10th of June, and that's at Mahoning Valley Camp, Mahoning Valley down in sorry, that's the campground we're having camp at. It's at Montgomery Creek Ranch. They let us. They open up There's a big house there, a lodge there that has a pool in the back, and they let us just do stuff there with the families that have kids with disabilities, and it's just fun times. And so we do those, and then we have camp, and so the relationship starts at all these events, but then they continue at camp, and it's there where uh, people will start really realizing that people are here to support me. People are here to that I'm not alone in this journey. There are people that will love me, and and so camp's going to be a weekend this year. It's the 17th to the 19th of July, and so um, like I said, we're looking for partner families. If you want to join us, if anybody wants to join us with your kids, you can be grandparents and joining us. You can be so just let us know and reach out to us, and we'll have you sign up. And it's the 17th and the 19th of July. And like I said, it's the centerpiece of what we do. It's what Victory Lane was founded on. It,
Yes, yes.
it's I think the chili cook-off is the only event that's older than the camp
Oh,
because
really?
they started Victory Lane after when camp would have been. So they had a full year to get ready for camp, and so the chili cook-off was their first um, fundraiser back in the day. So that's the only event we do that's older than camp.
Wow. Yeah.
And so, yeah.
So with the so camp's coming up is July 17th through 19th. So a few days. There could be an individual out there or a family out there, a mom, dad, or maybe a mom that wants to take her kids, or a dad that wants to take his kids as a ministry experience, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And so they partner with you guys and they come to camp and they are assigned a what do you
Yes.
a victory family or a friend
Yeah.
for the
They'll be
few
assigned a
days.
victory family. Yeah. One thing I told the guy, because somebody was asking me about this the other day, is he asked me, it's like, what do I do if I don't have any experience or don't know how to handle it? What's expected of me at camp? I said, what would be expected of you is as an adult man is to connect with the parents. The kids will be taken care of. We have a bunch of teenagers that'll come that are part of the families that come, and then we have one lady. Her name's Cindy. She's awesome. Basically, the teenagers and Cindy will take care of the kids while the parents are in their adult sessions, and then the families will be out and they'll be doing their things, and like it's kind of laid back during most of the
Okay.
day. But there is a set time where all the parents will go and have a session, and the kids will be out playing games, and the parents can finally have adult conversations with other
Yeah.
adults and learn how to just relearn how to be adults in this world.
Yeah.
Um, so I
So
remember, yeah,
go well, it's just so an adult male, adult female that wants to uh,
mm,
be a help, they'll actually be a help or a mentor or a shoulder to lean on uh, for a parent of
mm.
a child with disabilities.
And don't get me wrong, they'll still get to know the kids. They're
Yeah,
going to be
yeah,
around the kids
exactly.
during
But
parts of the
that's
day.
the kind of the main function that you're looking at
Yeah,
there, though.
yeah,
If somebody was
yeah.
Okay. Okay. Now, what, I know there's a sign up. I know there's all that. What's the cost? How did we work
It's
that out now?
okay. So it's going to be about $700 a family, not a person, a family of five.
Okay.
Um, and so, uh, and I know that seems like a lot, but if you start playing on it now, it's really not that bad. Like my
Now,
kids,
is
my
that
boys,
price across the board for
uh,
victory families and for,
yeah.
okay.
But some of the victory families, and some of the families, if they just can't do it, but they really want to come, we can help them and see if we can find sponsors and stuff. But we
Yeah.
really want
Yeah.
them to really do their best to do it. Now, I will say
Yeah.
this: one of the victory families that went last year, they've already, I mean, they're determined to pay it. Like they're already working towards getting us the money to pay for their camp because
Yeah.
they're so sold. They're all in. For example, my boys are going to camp. Just two of them. They're going to teen camp, and it's going to cost us just about that for the two of them to go to
Yeah.
camp.
Oh,
And
yeah.
so $700 for a family of five is not that bad, considering because it comes with the food, it comes with the lodging, it comes with the entertainment, it comes with all the other stuff we have to pay. We have to like we bring therapists. We encourage the therapists from 321 to come to camp, but we have to pay them because they're going to be working. Though they're not there, they're
Yes.
working. They're there to
Right.
be therapists,
Right.
and so we got to pay them as well. And then we
Okay.
have the rental of the whole land. So
Right.
uh,
Right.
in case anybody needs to know, if they're like, why does it cost so much? Well, because we have to pay our bills.
Oh, yeah.
So
Exactly. No, I remember, several years ago, when I was, on the board, um, it costs quite a bit more than people think it would. For
yeah,
sure, for sure. So if they're interested, they go to the website or go to the
mhm,
Facebook and
yeah.
find the links. And then, is it an easy process for people?
We are working at changing the sign up process right now, but that should be up and running soon.
Okay.
Um, so, uh, so if they want to reach out and they're not sure how to do so, just have them. They can just go to Facebook, send me a message, send a message
Yeah.
to Victory Lane, and I'll get be in communication with you as soon as I
Gotcha.
can. I get notifications from that on my phone. So when I'm at home at night, I'll get a notification and I'll send you a quick message back.
Yeah.
And I will make sure that you don't fall through the cracks. And then when we have the sign up ready to go, we'll walk you through that process.
Okay.
So it is pretty
Awesome.
straightforward, but we're still working out some of the kinks right now.
Oh,
So
yeah, for sure. Right. Well, and I know with, the growth, the expansion, what's been going on over the past year, there's growing pains, right?
yeah.
There's growing pains that come with it. Um, so Matt, I'm gonna flip the page and change the subject just a touch on you here. How is the coffee business?
It's going good.
Are
It's
you
taking care
still
of.
okay?
Yeah, I'm doing all right. Still taking
Still
care of
roasting?
itself. Yeah, I'm still roasting. I had some that I got done for just a bunch on Saturday for somebody at church that wanted 4 pounds, so I
Okay.
got that taken care of. And no, it's going.
Are
I'm
you
not
gonna be?
advertising about it as much as I used to, but yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
still doing it.
Are you gonna be back at Farmers Market this year?
Yeah, I am.
Okay.
The main difference with the market this year is I'm only going to be bringing out sample sizes because I'm realizing that I'm working 40 hours a week and then I'm working another 15, 20 hours roasting.
Yeah.
And then sometimes I come home with the big bags of coffee left. So what I'm going to be doing is bringing the sample sizes to the market and then people can order and then I'll bring it. Either they can come by and pick it up, I'll meet them somewhere, or they can come the next week and pick it up at the
Okay.
market. So
Yeah.
that way I can be smarter with my time.
Yeah, right, right. Yeah. Yeah. Well, I know you're keeping busy and then I know what your boys are. How old's your oldest now?
He's 17.
17. Okay. I knew time has been getting away from us. And then you have one you have two sons?
Yeah, the other
Yeah,
one is he's 15.
15. Okay,
Yeah, they're
wow.
both in high school now. They're keeping us
Yeah.
on our toes.
Are they still playing soccer?
My oldest is, yeah. My
Okay.
youngest plays tennis. He plays on the tennis team.
Okay.
So,
Okay. Okay. Yeah. So yeah, they, I'm sure they, your wife and everybody wants to have you relaxed every once in a while, right? Not all hopped up on caffeine.
that and I tend to have a hard time relaxing. I always will find myself studying something, researching
Right.
something, and
Right. Right.
trying to expand my horizons. And so, um,
Yeah. Yeah. So as we wrap up here, is there is there anything else you want the public to know? Is there anything you want to really hit home on here in the last little bit of time that we have left?
I would just like to I would like to everybody just I would like to challenge them to do me this favor in the last few minutes, just to remember one of the worst moments of your life and what it was like at that time. And imagine if nobody was there to support you, to come around you. And then imagine somebody did come and support you and showed compassion towards you. What's the difference between the two of those feelings? And now realize that that's what our parents of victory families feel every day, day in, day out. And so at Victory Lane, what we're trying to do is help come along and be that support, be that hope, be that help them break that isolation and feel like there is light at the end of the tunnel. And because some of these kids, they have lifelong disabilities, and it's never going to stop. But if people come alongside their families and love on them and care for them, it just helps them not to feel so isolated and alone. So
Yeah. Yeah.
that's why we
Yeah.
do what we do.
Yeah. I very very much needed. It's just every time I think about it, I know me myself sometimes get overwhelmed in the thought, and then you start thinking. I think a lot of people get so overwhelmed that it paralyzes their action. Do
Mm-hmm.
you think that, like, because like you said, they don't know what to do, they don't know how, and I guess that's where you guys come in, and that's really what you're trying to say is, look, we understand that you don't understand, right?
Yeah,
Like it's okay to not be okay,
yeah,
but we can help you bridge that gap, and you have training, you have the experience, and you can show someone how to make a difference in someone else's life that will, and again, it's all relational, and you're building this community, so it's a community that really lasts a lifetime. It can last
yeah.
a lifetime.
Ideally, it would last a lifetime. Sometimes you're only in a relationship with someone for a short amount of time, but that could be a pivotal short amount of time in
That's
that family's life.
Yeah, that's true
So,
too. That's true too. It's kind of like when the Lord prompts you to say a quick word to somebody at Walmart, right? You may never see him again, but that one moment meant everything.
yeah,
That's true. Well, hey Matt, I appreciate you taking the time out again, and again, I knew you had all these events coming up. Really wanted to get it out there and just let people know. I'm excited for you. I'm glad to see you still trucking along, and you almost got your anniversary in
yeah.
with Victory Lane. And be sure, I'm sure Brett will watch this, maybe Paige. So hi, Brett and Paige. I was going to tell you to tell him hi for me, but I figured I'd just tell him hi myself. So, anyways, hey, God bless you, Matt, and you take care of yourself. All right, buddy?
You too. Thank
All
you.
right, we'll see you. Bye.